Eliaï, Selassie, Ja, Rastafari. Racines&Culture, émission Rastafari francophone. Churchical of the Nyabingi, Fireman. Donc grâce pour toute bonne chose, pour la vie, la force, la santé. Et celui qui nous la donne, Eliaï, Selassie, Ja, Rastafari. Aujourd'hui une émission spéciale pour diffuser l'interview qu'on a fait au Rototom avec Ras Flako. Donc c'est un honneur pour nous de partager les bonnes paroles, la bonne nouvelle comme on dit. Eliaï, Selassie. Don Carlos, I love Jaja. Écoute ça.
I love Jaja, yes I love him. Oh, I love Jaja, yes I love him. Yeah, I'll give thanks and praises to Jah every day. Hey. I'll give thanks and praises to him every way. Oh. Cause he gives me the moon and the stars, the sun and the rainy day, even the birds that sing with sweet refrain. Oh, I love Jaja, yes I love him. Oh, I love Jaja, yes I love him. Yeah, he make hard times soft for me, rough times disappear. He even put me sitting on a high chair. Yeah, that's why I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. Oh, I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. Yeah. Is my God, Jaja is my God. Jaja is my God, Jaja is my God. That's why I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. Oh,
I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. Don Carlos, I love Jaja.
I love him. Yeah, I give thanks and praises to Jah every day. I'll give thanks and praises to him every way. Oh, cause he gives me the moon and the stars, the sun and the rainy day, even the birds that sing with sweet refrain. Oh, that's why I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. That's why I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. He make hard times soft for me, rough times disappear. He even put me sitting on a higher chair. Oh, that's why I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. Oh, I love Jaja. Yes, I love him. Yeah.
On continue la sélection avec Earl 16, Black Man.
Black man, the time is now for us to get it together.
Comme dit, émission spéciale avec Ras Flako.
Black man, the time is now for us to leave the it's the black man time. Black man, the time is now.
Coming from the valley of the sun, before vegan.
Original Ras Batch, Roots Tradition.
Rasta know where we're from. It's a roots tradition, foundation roots tradition.
Car Rastafari c'est une Roots Tradition.
Creation roots
Tradition de la racine, écoute ça, Ras Batch.
Roots tradition, foundation roots tradition. Well, true tradition, creation, root tradition. Well, these are the things you not learn in a Babylon school of Mama Ethiopia when Africans rule. From the land of Meru, knowledge of Timbuktu, the fighting Ashanti warrior Zulu. Africa at the root, them not tell the truth. We are bring this to the nation, teach this to the youth. African attributes to civilization fruit, solid and absolute. Ooh, one control eye to assimilate the movie acting and the living fake. We prefer Mama Africa, so great, she's great. No, this a roots tradition, foundation roots tradition. Well, roots tradition, creation roots tradition. Well, roots tradition, foundation roots tradition. Well, true tradition, creation true tradition. Well, removing the light from your mind, the Greek mythology, Roman sodomite. We are Africans, ancient Kushite. From the rivers of the Nile we brought the light. Ancient heritage and culture. Jesus, lightning and thunder. Them misrepresenting knowledge that you plunder. Your lies and deceit will pull you under. The plotting and the scheme distort.
Yes, I Rastafari. Donc je vais faire une petite description de l'elder Ras Flako. Donc elder ancien, donc ancien Rasta qui vient de Jamaïque, Ras Flako. On est en collaboration déjà depuis, on va dire 2-3 ans via Facebook. Et via aussi un frère qui a traduit les livrets, on le salue, le frère Justin, qui aussi a traduit donc les livrets de la collection Wiseman Publication que le frère Ras Flako a édité en anglais. C'est une collection de livrets, donc de témoignages d'anciens Rastaman de la maison Nayabingi en Jamaïque, et donc qui ont été traduits en français par le frère Justin. Et donc nous, Far Highway Prod en Alsace, on s'occupe donc de la diffusion, et on s'est rendu aussi donc au Rototom cet été pour faire une interview avec Ras Flako justement. Donc on va vous faire partager un peu les paroles du frère, les paroles de l'ancien. Bonne écoute, Rastafari. Yes, I Rastafari. I'm Rototom with Ras Flako. Yes, I Ras Flako. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Greetings, Rastafari family. Haile Selassie is Jah Almighty. We give thanks for knowing Haile Selassie. We give thanks for knowing Empress Menin. We give thanks for the ancients. We stand in their presence, and we are here to carry on the great work that they have started. Jah Rastafari, Haile Selassie. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, Ras Flako, can you please explain why Rastafari is not a religion, but is a levity?
The foundation of Rastafari is levity, but it's a twofold answer, because religion is defined by you having a personal God, fully defined. So in one sense, Rastafari is a religion because Haile Selassie is God and King.
Yeah.
We have a tabernacle and we have a priesthood. We are, if we are Nyabingi, or the Melchizedek order.
It's a religious way.
It's a religious way, but not a religion like how Christianity is being practiced.
Yeah. It is not a believer.
No.
Okay.
No. And then when we say Rastafari is a way of life, The Nyabingi will say Rastafari is an inborn concept. You're born that way.
Yes,
You don't have to go to school to be Rastafari. So you can be Rastafari if His Majesty have chosen you. Not for you to say you are Rastafari because you like the food, you like the herb, you like the bingi.
Yeah.
That doesn't. You could be a sympathizer in that sense of Rastafari. So Nyabingi would say Rastafari is a levity.
Yes, sir.
The way you live, the way you eat, the way you sleep, the food that you eat, your thoughts, or you think would make you above other people. Because you do not do the things that they do. You do not eat the food that they eat. You do not go to the social activities that they go to. Your role model is Haile Selassie and Empress Menen, which is different from what other people have as their role model. So Rastafari is a practical way to live.
Okay.
That will make it a liberty.
It is a fullness.
It's a fullness of life, knowing that you have to respect the earth, you have to respect nature, you have to respect humanity. And color does not come into Rastafari, nor dogma, nor all those practices that we see outside of Rastafari. So Rastafari, within themselves, have adopted a clean principle of life that we will define as levity. Live, or or the best way to live. But Rastafari have created their own words, and levity is one of them.
Okay. It's very fullness.
Very fullness, yes.
Yes, sir. I have another question, because today it is a day of Marcus Garvey. Can you important figure in the movement Marcus Garvey is?
Marcus Garvey is very important in African liberation.
Okay.
And the opening of consciousness from the early 20s, wherein, because you have to measure now, Marcus Garvey is a Jamaican, and you measure how Jamaican have appealed to the world when it comes to African consciousness. And it was Marcus Garvey who took on the challenge to look within himself and see what Africa brings to the world, or being an African, of African ancestry. How can he change the world? Through knowledge, education, and a comparison between other ethnic forms then. So Marcus Garvey come with an African identity, which at that time it was very important to arise the people so that they become conscious within themselves, to be proud of themselves,
Okay.
So Marcus Garvey stands for African pride and African liberation.
Yeah.
Not saying that he did not see other countries how they are living and their standard that they have set. But Marcus Garvey said, the African people must have pride within themselves and not to be trampled by other ways of life, knowing that Ethiopia is a foundation, know that we know the knowledge of Egypt, the knowledge of slavery, all that. So you cannot, Marcus Garvey allow black people to be fully liberated, within themselves first, then out of themselves, because you have to be liberated from inside. So he formed groups. He formed Black Star Liner. He said, although it is Reverend Webb had announced, look to Africa for the black king to be crowned, and the African redemption is near. Yes, it was not really Marcus Garvey who said, it was Reverend Webb. But we give thanks, because Reverend Webb said in the 1920s. This marriage was crowned in the 1930s. So it is good to know that Marcus Garvey, who was well read, could echo that Reverend Webb has said on a religious platform.
Okay, yeah.
So it opened the eyes now and started the Rastafari searching. for our black king, who was revealed in Revelation. Kings of kings, Lord of lords, conquering the tribe of Judah. And then when you look on great leaders of the world, studied Marcus Garvey philosophy. Malcolm X, all those great leaders were Marcus Garvey students, his dear fathers and grandfathers. They set up. So we're looking at the legacy of Marcus Garvey. It's a rich legacy, and a legacy that everyone can identify with, you know. Because remember, many people are multi-ethnic. You are not sure of your deep roots because people intermarry and races cross. And within many nations there's black blood. Although you might have a fair skin, when you trace your ancestry, you could originate from a black person.
Okay, proud to be black.
Yes, yes. And that is the significance of Marcus Garvey, who stand on a platform of racial consciousness, but not prejudice, and not racist.
No.
Marcus Garvey was not racist, you know.
No.
He was just standing on a black platform and say, I am black, we are black, let's just make us black proud. Which is good.
Good.
Which is very good.
Good. Naya Bingi said the same thing.
Yes.
Black should marry black, white should marry white.
Right. So look of Marcus Garvey have created institutions of learning.
Yeah.
Marcus Garvey have empowered Jamaicans, although a king is not honored in his own country. And you see how Marcus Garvey was treated in Jamaica, and how we had to leave Jamaica and go to Harlem and go over the world and build a black consciousness race of people. In the time wherein black people was nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
And that is the significance of Marcus Garvey. He came out in Harlem at a time when there was trouble and problems, you know. And he created the nurses in their uniform, the corps in their uniform. People were uniformed, wearing clothes that they could identify themselves with. Marches and meetings and mobilizing people and giving people hope of a redemption.
Yeah, true.
Spiritual, yes, and practically. Although you see that he was sabotaged with the Black Star Line. He was sabotaged even when he went into Liberia. And Firestone got the company that the same land that he bought, it wasn't given to him.
Okay.
So you can see, but in life, that does not stop us from seeing the true Marcus Garvey. And if one would look into Marcus Garvey closely, even as an African or even a non-African, you can see what Marcus Garvey was trying to achieve was race harmony, in the sense that all races are still equal, but all races are still on a balance, on a platform that they can work, that they should work together. And African people should not put down themselves, because Africans were the first people, and Africans have a rich legacy that they have given to the world. So Marcus Garvey is like the eye-opener for African consciousness from the 20s, you know. That's a serious time.
True.
You see it? Yes, I.
The next question, Ras Flako. So we can say that Words and Power Collective is fulfilling the principle of the Nyabingi Creed.
Exactly.
To protect the hygiene. Can you please tell us some more about what they do and your role in this organization?
Okay. Words and Power, they are Rastafari. And within Rastafari, they have chosen to fulfill the Nyabingi Creed.
Yes, sir.
Age protected, seek nourish, infants cared for, the naked clothed. In the sense of finances, material things, and projects, they are not restricted to Jamaicans alone, because the creed did not say Rastafari in Jamaica. Is let the age be protected, you know. It did not say let the age or Jamaican Rastafari be protected. It didn't have a connection to country or race. So the creed is clear.
Yeah.
Creed is non-partial.
Yes. True.
Creed doesn't have a color, creed nor nothing. So the beauty about the fulfillment of the creed, you don't stick it to a color, you don't stick it to a country. Okay. It's a duty.
Yes,
it's a commitment.
Yeah.
So World Soul and Power Collective have committed themselves from a longer time to do so. And over the years I've become, first I was an advisor to World Soul and Power Collective. Now I'm a vice president of World Soul and Power Collective. Although I'm living in Jamaica, I still go meetings, I still share the duties. So what World Soul and Power have identified the needs of Rastafari in Jamaica and otherwise. Most of the needs that we find is medical needs. Ancients having various medical problems.
Okay.
So what World Soul and Power do, I identify the person even through me on other people. We identify the needs. The picture of the person is posted on their website.
Okay.
And the need is also posted, and the amount which is expected to be contributed,
Okay.
which is basically 200 US starting point.
Okay.
It is more overtime, depends on the need. And one person can get more than one allocation of funds then. Depends on how great the need is. So if we identify a person of a medical need who need a prescription to be filled, and we clearly know what the prescription is, World Soul and Power will be their duty to see how best they can send funds to clear that prescription.
Okay.
If that person have nutritional needs, and because nutritional needs varies, World Soul and Power will send that funding. Give help in that. And right now we are looking on, the need has escalated into housing. So we're looking on housing development, which is recent, in the sense that, even take for instance Bob Roy, ancient Bob Roy. Bob Roy is over 80. When I went to Bob Roy, his gates was in a very bad condition. He was almost falling through his floor. We got $4,000 US to start Bob Roy House, which is a good money in Jamaica. But still it is not enough to complete the gates. So we're looking at, the room is finished, but you need bathroom and kitchen facilities. So what World Soul and Power do now, have a global appeal, so that ones could contribute what they can afford. It's not say you a pledge to contribute $100 or $50. You contribute what you can afford. So if you can afford $10, you send it in. If you can afford $100. And but World Soul and Power have their own funding within themselves. So in case of an emergency need, they take from their own funds and give. And when that funds come in from contributors, they replace it. So sometimes the need is so urgent that World Soul and Power have to go in their own personal funds for the association and take from it to fulfill the need. But the thing, what we are looking at is the balance between what World Soul and Power is doing and Rastafari Collective.
Yes, sir.
Remember, World Soul and Power is global, and the needs that I see is on the ground in Jamaica. So what are Jamaicans Rastafari doing to assist their own people? So we need a balance between local and international. But the beauty about it, international Rastafari have started the process, the reality of what it should be. Although the creed come out of Nyabingi, live it in Jamaica, they have not practically exercised the creed in the fullness of the creed.
For the people, just can explain what is the Nyabingi?
The Nyabingi is a church called order. The Nyabingi, you want to say the Nyabingi is the order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek is the high priest of Salem, who Abraham given 1/5 of the spoil from the slaughter of the kings. That's religious.
You find it this Bible?
Yes, it's biblical, because Nyabingi is biblical. But the other side of Nyabingi that we know, Nyabingi comes from Queen Nyabingi from Kikezi, Uganda.
Yeah.
The warrior queen, who when the men refused to fight or were timid, she said, I will take the battle, take the war, lead the war. See, so the Nyabingi in its true self is not a peaceful organization.
True.
Nyabingi is a battlefield, a camping organization. But the Nyabingi today is being modified, watered down to a churchical chants of the Nyabingi. That's right. But within the Nyabingi framework of individuals, they are on a battlefield. They are in camps. You can go to a Nyabingi, not everyone wants to chant, they want to group outside and reason and plan strategies. You might go to an Nyabingi, not everyone wants to reason. They have other things, but their presence is there in Nyabingi. They are on the ground, but they are on the ground for different interests. I see. But Nyabingi are defenders of the throne room, which is important. Nyabingi is churchical within itself. That Nyabingi have a priesthood, Nyabingi have a creed, Nyabingi have a sisters' council, Nyabingi have an administrative council, Nyabingi have an ancient council.
It's fullness.
It's fullness. Nyabingi have 7 priests. So Nyabingi in itself is structured churchically. And Nyabingi chants, some are peaceful, some are militant, some are battlefield chants. Burn down Babylon, them chants are serious chants.
Yes, sir.
And every time a chant, Rastafari want to go home. That is a repatriation chant. So Nyabingi is spiritual in its own self. And Nyabingi is balanced. Remembering wartime and also peacetime.
Okay.
That's the beauty of Nyabingi. Nyabingi has a balance. So within a Nyabingi chants, you can have peaceful chants, you can have spiritual chants, and you can have militant chants to remind you. So there will come a day when you have to rise up to defend the faith. Not with weapons, with words, sound and power. That all the voices will say the same thing. And that energy through the Akete drums, because remember, Nyabingi ruled by a drum and fire. Nyabingi have a fire key outside and an altar with fire inside. So Nyabingi have 2 fires. One is a consuming fire that you never out until the bingi finish. You keep burning non-stop. When you start the bingi, Nyabingi fire run until the bingi over. Same fire on the altar, it runs until the bingi over. In Jamaica, we can run days of Nyabingi, weeks. I've been to Nyabingi overseas. It is not that easy. Maybe a day, maybe a couple hours. But the significance of Nyabingi is that every nation chant Nyabingi at the same time. Maybe not for the same length of time. So you have coronation of His Majesty.
Yeah.
It's the same day and the same time.
Yeah. True.
We have maybe more days in Jamaica, but it's synchronized at the same time. So you can see all voices. Wherever you are, you're saying the same thing. You have the same interest, you have the same focus, which is the beauty of Nyabingi. It's the one voice internationally who say Nyabingi.
When you have a celebration.
Yes. Which is a power that we all can exercise one time. So that's why we say one Rastafari for I and I all. Because it is Haile Selassie, divinity, the Nyabingi is around. And the levity that Haile Selassie taught us. Although we have differences, because we are human beings, when it comes to His Majesty, we don't have any difference in how we think and what we should do.
Okay.
And that is the beauty of Nyabingi, even as we have it today. Yes, I.
Rastafari. Blessed love, Ras Flako.
Yeah, man, true.
I have a last question. This is the second year that you are at the house of Rastafari at Rototom Festival. Can you describe what is this experience is like for you?
Rototom is very good in the real sense of what Rototom gives to the world. Knowing that, and they acknowledge too, that reggae music comes from Rastafari people. Reggae music comes from the Nyabingi, bass drum, and repeater. The Rastaman bring out that. So, in the true sense, having Rototom Sunsplash, which is reggae dominated, is honoring the Rastafari life through music. There's a celebration then of the journey of Rastafari through music, which has transferred from Jamaica internationally. That is good. And Rototom shows you a different level of festival, wherein everyone who has something to contribute can have a space. If you don't want to do reggae, if you want to do African dance, if you want to do yoga, if you want to do children's sport like we see the Spanish people doing gymnastics and juggling and all of those things, you have a space. If you want to do merchandising, they create a space for you to be entertained and a place to do business, or even a space to go to the beach. If you've never been to the beach before, you want to come here and just have a beach day, you can go to the beach every day. So Rototom Sunsplash is not just reggae. Just cross the board of what you want to do on the spot when you come without interference. Because you're on the ground, you're not being policed, you're not being harassed. You can sleep on the ground if you want to. You can pitch a tent. Nobody will say, get up here in my space. The space is so big that you choose your own spot. They have so many things to eat. You eat what you want. It's not a man say, oh, you're not eating that, why you're eating that. You have your own space. That you can do whatever you like. That's the beauty of Rototom. And we have set some landmarks from last year, been in some conferences. And for this year, maybe they have extending privilege to invited me more conferences. So first conference was Give Thanks to the House of Rastafari, same way, Italy, who saw the need to invite me and recommend me to Administrator Rototom, who saw that, well, give Flako a try, let's see what he can do. You know, so it's a good opportunity for me also to share my knowledge of Rastafari, bringing the voice of the ancients, because that is what I do. A little of myself, but most of the trod of the ancients, who I've lived with.
Very good.
Who taught me what I know and taught me even what I did not know. Because when you speak to a Haitian in depth, he can tell you things before you were born. And that's the beauty. Because when I'm born in the 50s, I see a lot of tribulation. So I don't know what's going on in the 30s. You say, yeah, that's 30s. 10 years before you're born, 15 years before you're born, those things. So I have a balance from my time to the balance to the 30s. Now it's 2016, so my knowledge stretches. So when I come here now and see Rototom show you Rastafari at different levels, different races of Rastafari, and you see what they offer, what they do. You see, we in Jamaica, we cook ital, you see different level of ital, you see different levity, you don't see any discrimination amongst man and man. You don't see no man a fire burn out no man with a racist mentality. It's good. It's clean. That is how Rastafari should be. Treat people with respect all over the world. So Rototom has created a space of respect for everyone. No one can feel left out within that space. Because everybody can manage their space without interference on another person's space. So it's fully respect in every areas that we do. And we see good management. But for this year, the main interest of my tribe was ancients' welfare.
Yes, sir. Can you explain more by the ancients?
Right. Realizing that for the Nyabingi, reggae is the breadbasket of the faith, the money earner.
Yeah.
The ancients says that the Nyabingi is a church, that where you worship and praise His man. No money no run, not no sell. Not no sell at Bingi.
True.
Everything is free.
Yeah.
The ancients are the council, the government. Government need financial strength, they need support. Where can the money come from? The money has to come from somewhere. The money that should support the anciency come from the reggae. The reggae is a generating force that the Asians should, if even they are not playing reggae, remember, it's from them reggae came.
Reggae came Nyabingi.
Yeah, you see, yeah. So with that knowledge, then it is for promoters of shows to say, okay, we'll see a little percentage for those who are unable to earn for themselves. Give a little package. So I'm here this year to show Asians who are in need their pictures, information on them, and see how much first stage to get individuals to contribute freely, because it's not a compulsory, and to appeal to your conscience. Maybe you cannot do it today, maybe you cannot do it tomorrow, at least you have it in mind. Say, oh, we didn't know that, because Jamaica have the most ancients in the world. Yes, many countries don't have no ancient. Maybe the oldest person is 34, 35, early. But Jamaica have people of 80s and 90s traveling from far. They are unable. So my visit here was to create an awareness of things that need to be done and see how much people will be aware and be conscious that they, as Rastafari, have a responsibility to do something and to make the life of those who are unable now to help themselves be a little easier. So I hope that one will see the need. Because we're not here to preach to people, or to tell them, We just put up things for them to read. So Rastafari would say it's a free will offering. Give what you can. But at least we make you know. We'll make you aware. Bring it to your awareness, to your knowledge. Because you cannot say you didn't know. If you walk by the Rastafari booth, you will see what we are doing. If you are not Rastafari, maybe you will have an interest. But Rastafari, first and foremost, must deal with their own people. So if you are Rastafari, come to Rotterdam, you will find where the Rastafari are. To eat some food, to smoke some herb, and to see what is going on. So that's a joy for those who I see around who come, and those who are motivated to do something.
Very good.
So give thanks.
Very good, Ras Flako. Give thanks for connection.
Yes, sir.
Give thanks for overview. If you have a little word for blessings for people.
Yes. It's good to see, and it's a happiness to see the next generation of Rastafari who are younger, who may be born in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, to see the journey of I and I, who were born before, who are still alive, to share. So the responsibility is on this generation of Rastafari to continue the work that we have started and to make the work even better and to preserve the work for the next generation. So Rastafari lives on and on with prosperity.
Yes,
right?
Give thanks.
Rastafari.
Let the world
Mouth meditation upon the heart is accepted in our eyesight. Oja, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Rastafari. Give thanks.
Haile Selassie, Ja, Rastafari. Rendons grâce pour les louanges, rendons grâce pour les mots de l'ancien, rendons grâce pour toute bonne chose. Rastafari, une ancienne tradition, donc rendons grâce pour les paroles de l'ancien qui nous transmettent cette ancienne tradition. Rastafari.
Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof, and the fullness thereof. Let the sea roar, and the fullness fullness thereof, and the fullness thereof. Well, turn up the hit, cause Rasta man them standing firm. 666 ways now the evil man and them coming strong. Slash I send them one thunderbolt in a 360, them to take a turn. Some turn to the right, some turn wrong. Some can't find which way to turn. Subjected to self-contradiction. I mean 5 things wrong every day, one more is abomination. Standing under the triple crown lies mercy and redemption. So soothsayers, blasphemers, iniquity workers, foundation robbers, all fit the same description of one man in his duality. Woe be unto you who try this a shadow and this a mass iration and this a high anxiety. More flames be unto you, bigger woe be unto you who fit this a same character. Watch your gender, less than man, less than woman, without position, without farm, only to corrupt yourself, self-destruction, self-annihilation, adversity. It is the seed of well-doing, it is the nurse of ism and schism, boldness. So you that had enough whenever you need yourself to have more and who it and peace will never set his life as a I'm an bow, no. Well, every uprightful man, the emperor fears for shine. See a man who call upon the nations and set them to uprise. You must let it be sound, Jah, I'm in Ra, in I am kingly character, in I am kingly character.
Voilà la fin de cette émission. C'était Racines et Culture. Que les mots de la bouche d'Ayanai et la méditation du cœur d'Ayanai soient acceptables devant Jah, Rastafari. Isis.